Special Programs Coordinator with the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance. Normally you're seeing Karen Marsdale here interviewing our guests, but she's on vacation, so I'm going to be taking care of everything today. With me today I have Stephanie Schreiber from Appeeling Fruit Incorporated. Welcome. First off, thanks for coming down. As you can see, she's brought some samples, so we're going to have apples for the whole office later, keeping things healthy. And I think that really fits in well with the mission of Appeeling Fruit. So you provide fresh, convenient food choices for healthier lifestyles. That's right. How do you do that?
Thank you for having me, by the way. In terms of our mission, some of the things that we really pinpoint with that mission is to really focus on the varieties of apples that we choose, in terms of we aren't choosing any apple. That is the product that we produce the most of. Okay. We really pay attention to the flavor and to the quality, and out of that also comes the convenience. So there's really two things we really like to focus on when we're talking about our mission: is the variety, the flavor, quality, and then also the ability to make things convenient. So we like to think that we make it easy to eat healthy.
Yeah, and that's so needed. It's so easy to eat unhealthy. So sure it's almost harder to eat healthy. Right. So it's wonderful to hear that you're trying to make it easy. Right. I was on your Facebook page earlier, and I saw that you're ready for fall.
Yes.
So are apples the big thing in the fall?
Yes, definitely. We always enjoy this time of year. We're transitioning into some fresh crop, mostly from the East Coast, and we start in Virginia and kind of work our way up the East Coast in terms of availability. We have very good relationships long-time relationships with suppliers, and we really look to them to provide that perfect apple that we're looking for. Because the whole goal is for you to bite into a slice and have it seem like you're biting into a whole apple.
Yeah. So. Do you do other fruits?
We do. We do some destemmed red grapes as well. Okay. Which we destem and package a lot of for school consumption, school lunch programs.
That's what these reminded me of, like a lunch bag snack.
A lot of our products do go into school lunch programs via our distributor customers. So it's just an easy way for food directors to know they're serving something healthy and also meets a lot of the government requirements.
Okay. So you've been offering Appeeling Fruit since 1991, and your dad started it, right? Yes. So tell me a little about the history and how you sort of got involved and where you're going.
Yeah, 1991 he started the company with the goal of providing fresh product for bakeries. So he peeled and sliced apples for bakeries specifically. And as technology started to develop by the late 1990s, he was able to start using, he was one of the first people to start using the vitamin C entity that we use to allow for the apples to stay, keep from browning for 21 days. Exactly, right. So he was one of the first people to do that. And so he started the business when I was in 7th grade, and kind of I got to see, by helping him at times, it really became a family affair to complete orders and things, but it really went from bulk serving sizes to these individual size bags that we saw that there was really a need for school lunch programs and the ease of convenience for the food directors to use for their kids. So we really saw that develop in the 2000s. And from there, we offer some other different packaging sizes and got into some retail applications as well. But the meat of our business is really the school lunch programs.
Oh, that's great. So as you're talking about the 2000s, it looks like in 2009 you bought the new building.
Yes.
And it was the help of the Greater Reading Chamber of Commerce and the Berks Development Fund.
Yes. Yep.
So I'm glad that you got to expand like that. Yes. How are you more involved now than you were when you were in 7th grade?
That's a great question. I didn't come into the picture until about 4 years ago. My dad was interested in, I was working a different position at the time, totally different field, and not particularly happy and fulfilled, and he kind of, hey, what do you think about coming and helping me? And so I had an opportunity. So I actually, they had already moved into the new building, so I had experienced the old building for a period of time, but about 4 years ago I was able to kind of move into my position. Right now I'm a director of sales and marketing, and I've been helping to support him in sales development, and I've really enjoyed it. It was a good choice. It was a challenge, but it was a good choice for me to make. So.
I think that's wonderful, especially because you said you weren't really finding that passion. So coming back to the family business.
Right.
And when we were talking prior, Stephanie had mentioned that they're really concentrating on their work culture. And I think that that is a really important topic right now for companies of all sizes, because things are really changing,
Sure.
whether it's generationally, how we treat one another, inclusion of all in the company. Tell me about how you have been applying some new techniques to improve your company culture.
Sure. We currently have about 60 employees at Appealing Fruit. We have a variety of different diverse cultures in that those 60 employees. We have a lot of Spanish speakers. We also have Vietnamese speakers as well. So we've tried really hard to incorporate and reach out to all of our employees through a variety of programs. We've, in the past year and a half, really made a conscious effort of creating an employee appreciation group that plans events and plans around holidays, and we try very hard to include as many of our employees as possible when it comes to, for example, Thanksgiving. We have some Spanish flair within the meal. We also have celebrated Vietnamese holidays, but we try to monthly have an event for the employees. Along those lines, we've also incorporated daily huddles at the start of each shift, so it really gets communication out there in terms of what's going on, what are some things they need to be paying attention to. And then
really
also,
listening to what
sure,
they have to say.
It also allows them an opportunity to provide feedback in terms of things that they're seeing and things that they would like to see resolved, and we really chart that information so that they can see along the way, yes, this has been taken care of, or no, we're still working on this. And so we've really tried to focus on them as the eyes and ears of the job that we're trying to do. So.
Yeah, because they're doing it.
Right.
They're in there. I think
Right.
that is wonderful to hear, especially, 60 people is a great sized company.
Sure.
It's not small, it's not humongous,
Sure.
but you're starting with the people that work for you, and that is just so extremely important to
Right.
just value all the input of each and every single person that you work with, work for, they work for you.
Sure.
So have you seen maybe an uptick in morale or any
think
positive changes?
I think so overall. We have definitely a core group of people that have been with us for a long time, and I think that they're much happier and they have the ability to express what it is that they're thinking and see that those changes put into action. And I think word is spreading in terms of, it's a good company to work for. We really focus on one of our core values is family spirit and community and growing that within the company. And I think ultimately we're seeing overall improvement and interest in improving the overall culture. So.
And I know that you, I believe you're involved with the community in bits and ways here and there. I'm on the board of Girls on the Run, and you always donate some apples.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Sure, yeah.
We, starting kids with the healthy
Right.
snack is really where you have to start.
Right.
Do you find yourself doing any outreach in the community in any other way through the workplace?
We do a lot of donation. We take in a lot of donation requests similar to those types of events when it comes to 5Ks and different events where we're trying to stay healthy.
Yeah.
We often really do connect with events involving kids as well. They seem to often recognize our product more often than the adults at times too.
I think that's great because they're the ones that really want these snacks
Right,
and that
exactly.
need these snacks throughout the day.
Exactly. So, but we've tried to donate our product in different capacities. We partnered actually through Unique Pretzel last year and sent some product down to Texas after the hurricane.
Oh, that's great.
So we try our best when people reach out to connect and try to do what we can and donate where we feel we can help.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
So one question I like to ask everyone
Sure.
is what is a resource, program, or networking opportunity that you feel has helped to be successful in growing your business in Berks County?
Sure. There's a few I could mention. I'll kind of narrow it down to I think 2 that I think are the most important, and one of which is more of like personal for me. I had involvement in Family Business Alliance through peer groups. I also had involvement with Lean In through the Chamber, and these opportunities to meet with other people in business has really helped me to grow. As I mentioned, I came from a different industry, education actually, and so this is kind of learning experience for me to step into this particular role with Appeeling Fruit. So the Chamber has been great in offering a lot of opportunities with seminars and presentations and things. Another one that I thought of this morning that I think is really a good example of the connection between our product and manufacturing and finding employees was Manufacturer Resource Center. We've participated in their student video contest the past 2 years where they
had that at the IMAX? Okay.
Right, and the middle school students come out, we're paired with the school district, and they come out to basically make a marketing video from our facility. And the idea is to learn more about manufacturing and jobs, and in the meantime they're making a great video that we've used for marketing at different points in time. And for me it's a great connection to the school districts themselves, but also getting to get interest in and eventually hiring possibly some of these.
The next wave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's been a great way to reach out to the community and be able to benefit from.
Well, great. Well, thanks for mentioning the Family Business Alliance. It's totally different for businesses that are families. So we have these peer groups where you get together with other family business professionals and talk about just the different challenges that you run up against that are different from just a normal corporate structure where your dad is not your boss.
Right.
So I'm glad you took part in that, as well as the Lean In Circles for Women to Women. That's just women peer to peer. So thank you so much for being here. And thank you for the apples.
Sure.
She brought a whole carton of them. So I'm going to eat some now, even though I'm allowed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And we look forward to seeing you at an upcoming event.
Great. Thank you.